Good morning. I'm signing in here, Jan Jorgensen, Be the Light Meditations at Sound and Light Healing Arts. And I was just remarking on for like 20 years, every month or so, you hear this just start somewhere and then it ripples through social media in the New Age field. 222 is a gate, a portal, something big, geophysical changes, brain rewiring. Well, today is March 15th, and I did hear from sources who I think are pretty connected that something different's going to happen. And so the different thing for me, then I try to put together the puzzle pieces. Am I different today? I couldn't wake up. I could not wake up. It's like I was in an obtuse, that's the word, obtuse state of just wanting to be in that cocoon stage. And we've used this whole idea a lot that, Gene Houston talks about these little imaginal cells. Well, that's our divine self trying to burst out in this cocoon of this mush state of rearticulation of our all that is, and coming out as butterflies, or metaphorically, our divine selves. So this morning I said, well, I'm so sleepy. What do I have to offer? First thing, put cold washcloths on my eyes because, that sleepy, puffy look. At least I'll start with this. Okay, well, I have coffee. Come on, give me an idea. Well, yesterday, as I was calling this young producer to tell him about what I do, was a bit of a wake-up call. Because I would say, well, I teach this, people have this experience. But this morning, Spirit said, well, Jan, it's not that you really want to talk about it. You want to do what you do regularly and do it powerfully and do it for the planet. And this is not about you being the speaker, going somewhere, having a fun time or having money or reputation. No. This is planetary service. So don't worry, all these dots are going to connect. So when I put on my Zoom this morning, I put on archangel music just to kind of lift me up into the realm of a higher vibration of what can I do for this beautiful planet and her people this morning that has meaning. And then I got to choose the background of my Zoom, and I said, bingo, that's it. And I wish I had the picture because there is the picture of the Golden Gate Bridge, Golden Gateway. And this is so important for the retuning of our planet. Actually, if it's harmonic, if it's vibrational, look, we've even got the harp strings. Bring! I never even noticed that before. There is something so phenomenally special about this Golden Gate Bridge. And so I'm going to start with this. We are going to profoundly do some planetary work today, working on what we call the cities of light. They're not cities as we know them, but they're portals, they're spiraling corkscrews that are actually spiraling and bringing down interdimensional, not third dimensional as we know it, but places where people will reside in the future in these cities of light. And one of the major portals, induction, receiving places is the San Francisco Bay Area at the Golden Gate Bridge vicinity. One time I asked my spiritual teacher, I said, I know that there's something at the Golden Gate Bridge. I sense it. It's like a headquarters, it's interdimensional. I said, what is it? And she said, well, think about this. Is it below the bridge? Above the bridge? Well, if it's interdimensional, it's in the entire area. The water doesn't matter. It is a parallel reality holding a different vibrational form. So it's like a different point on the map of a different dimension, a parallel reality, almost separate of a higher nature. The other energetic component, due to Richard Feather Anderson's beautiful He's a labyrinth builder, does geometry, studies landforms, energy, all the different, uh, what would you call it? Geometric ramifications, spiritual, social, everything. San Francisco is eternally masculine, and Marin County is soft and green and feminine. Feminine, spacious. San Francisco, congested, mind oriented, getting congealed almost in many ways, kind of hard for humans to live there in a flowing way with nature. So this bridge represents that as well. It's very, very powerful. So as I took my the last tour, tour 2, the Queen's Caravan Spiritual Walkabout Tour, gosh, I'm getting that down. I sat with David Gibson, one of the premier sound healing teachers in the world, right a little bit to the north of this bridge. And we sat and we toned and we contemplated the balancing, one of the major primary initiatives that must be completed by humans, the initiative and realization of, even though they're different, the masculine and feminine coming together in a new era of peace, of recognizing the gifts, the differences, and extending your hands and working in peace. So we actually did a sound ceremony, and he and I have had full enlightenment experiences in Egypt, so we're not new to this, working together for these shifts through the circuitry of our electromagnetic physical bodies. And so we toned and asked and intended that through us and through every human on the world, that this new sense of togetherness and respecting what the feminine is bringing, which sometimes isn't foremost, the breadwinning, the prize winning, and the masculine that often relies on the feminine for her truth and her courage and her intuition and her connection with spirit to actually know what the right thing to do, that we declared that peace could reign and could be part of initiating this new propulsive activity from Earth, that humans now deserve to live on Earth. Humans are going to be at peace with each other, and that ignites a vibrational field. And these cities of light, which according to Caroline Cory, are being prepared for humanity as part of the divine plan in the galactic core. And that as we get brighter, this is a wild step, but I'm totally waking up. I'm totally not asleep anymore. I'm totally devoted and excited that this is what we're here for. And today I'm a team leader. So these temples, they're part of our new milieu. And now I'm seeing people on the ground team. Alan Pratt said, I see the temples. They're like stadiums. And we can interdimensionally, through live streaming, we have all the technology now, we can simultaneously communicate with all the other stadiums of cities of light in different realms in the planet. So there's not just one city of light. There are 8 major cities of light, and the San Francisco Bay Area is like a queen that is dedicated to a specific planetary activity that is informed and interrelating with all the smarty pants beings from Sirius that have understood technology for eons, or the Arcturians. In other words, where all of the outer planet and inner planet friends are going to work together through these cities of light. It's going to be completely different. And okay, here's an aside. I used my heart GPS and I meditated and I went in. I actually went in. Do you want to know what it looks like? Okay. When you walk across the space bridges, they're like clear plexiglass in my mind, but some interdimensional clear. So you look down and you see everything. And you see all these diaphanous buildings. And of course, good old me, I'm saying, what am I wearing? I looked down. It was whatever I wanted to wear. I was fashioning my clothing with every nuance, every move, every beautiful little waft of color and iridescence. And I was the shape, long dark hair, I guess in my mind, Veronica wins the Barbie and Veronica thing. I've always wanted to be dark hair, Cleopatra, no blonde. So here I am in my fifth dimensional self, creating how I want to look and walking through and seeing other beings. And this city of light, every main area of, I would say, commerce and connection and information has a dedicated theme. And the San Francisco Bay Area is about managing vibration for human health and wellness. That's all the new technology, all the machines that read our heart and read our aura and integrate and have new healing modalities through sound, light, and color. It's my website's name, Sound and Light Healing Arts. Ta-da! I grew up in the Bay Area and lived there for 63 years. One of my formative jobs as a being in this lifetime was to pray and protect from intrusive other planetary energies that didn't want to see Earth come into its glory and its beauty and let these things occur. So for 63 years, I moved from San Leandro, San Francisco, and then Marin, Santa Rosa, and then back to Point Richmond and Larkspur. I have surrounded and sung and been present and didn't even know it until my late 50s exactly. That was my assignment, what I was doing. And when I'm saying all these things, it's because there may be things that you're doing or a place where you're inhabiting or going through challenges and not even sure of why you're there, but your presence, if you're there, is part of your journey, which is woven into, if you've chosen your assignment, part of the larger rearticulation of energy for Earth. Okay, so these temples, when the first temples appear, not everybody's going to see it. There is that stratosphere, that ladder that we saw in our classes that shows, what you can see, the old energy hertz thing. And here's Caroline Cory's showing of the different hertz that you actually have to still your mind to be able to go over and to go in these things. The human brain, which is thinking, which is logic, which is stuck in a prison of non-spiritual beingness, you must go to the 0 point. And that's why we do the 0 point. We do the 0 point, you go up to a certain level of vibration, and we do it in meditation. We're doing training wheels every Wednesday morning at 9, so that you'll see that city of light and you can access it and you can go in and you can help redesign through this whole new milieu, this whole new place, administrative place. And there are 8 major cities of light. So depending on your gifts, your assignment, you're an ambassador, you're a visitor here from somewhere else, and you're coming here to serve powerfully, you will be working in a whole new way where there's no trouble, there's no rent to pay. Everything is a beneficial, sustainable reality. And how soon will this come? As soon as I and you and I stop thinking about ourselves so much and worrying about if people like us, or, did I eat the right foods today? No, the more that we dedicate to doing the right things profoundly and fully every day. So these temples, it's so exciting. As each being involved in the divine plan gradually awakens to his or her identity, what do we do here every week? We say, well, where are we from? Who am I? What are we really assigned to do here? What's the truth of my being? Do you see? We're getting ready. True identity, a magnificent structure begins to appear within the earth plane. Remember, with those with eyes to see, if you're vibrating high enough, okay, you have to pop through the consensus vibrational field. You have to go over 732 hertz, to be honest. That's a specific. And suddenly, that city of light, it's going to be like somewhere over the rainbow. Totally. We're in that little Munchkin land. But of course, it's different than that. But there was a lot of metaphysical truth in that. So, this magnificent structure begins to appear within the earth plane, creating new energy forms and formulas that ignite the dormant divine lineage in every human soul. Get it? So, just like those trains that are smashing up and that stuff is going and they're breathing it and that's becoming part of their energy field, these temples are going to come down and start shooting out lights. And remember, we are beings of light. We are electromagnetic. And this light is going to affect and shift everything about every human on earth, because we do have this dormant DNA. They call it the divine DNA. Russian experiments have found, scientists experimenting have found ways to ignite this DNA that you simply think and talk to your body, and you can regrow a finger. You can do all of these things. What? To re-articulate matter through conscious intention. So this structure is the form of a temple, combines both material and spiritual origins. So it's kind of diaphanous, but it's real. It's not like this made, this density with this consciousness. It's both. In such a way as to merge both realities together. Heaven on earth, earth residing in a heavenly vibrational realm. This is the rapture, the big apocalypse that right before it we're supposed to have viruses and floods and fires. And are you getting the picture? This is like a movie that's actually finally came to the theater near us. Okay. At the appearance of this semi-material temple, most humans begin to sense and experience the emergence of the new era. New light formations and energy patterns appear in the skies everywhere, while originating the first temple. A few weeks ago, I had the strongest urge, and I did it, of creating an interdimensional temple chamber space through sound, light, and color. And I really managed to create a 16-minute, 58-second experience that is talking about this, because I wanted people to have a chance to experience it and to be able to go in those higher states regularly so they don't have a big shock when this happens. So I'm creating this as a sound experience, and I hope it becomes a mainstay at planetariums and different things. That's my bigger goal. The new light formations and energy patterns appear everywhere, originating in the first temple. It is also this first temple that spirit beings of the highest order, and this is Cory, she brings different names. Okay, different names. Divine sons, masters, teachers, they appear in plain view and interact freely with the material beings on the planet. So not just heaven on earth, but those beings that are divine masters that have been walking around as humans, will suddenly be shifting their body, wearing the clothes they want and glowing, and totally not being, Mary Jones anymore, but Ambassador Avatar, not a saint, but an actual divine being, materialized in physical form here, walking among us. Caroline has made a movie, God Among Us. There are many humans now that have these superhumans, and I love meeting them. That's my goal. I want to meet all of them. When I meet them, I say, yes, it's really happening. But they're not going to go on a street corner and say, I'm a divine son. Why? There's a cross for them to be hung on. No, 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 no. This is being done a whole different way through education and being the light, being the light. Okay. So these beings can appear. The first semi-material structure which possesses, here we go, the stadium, seating for over 250,000 people, is first constructed at the galactic headquarters and is transported to an approximate location within the current line of the Arctic Circle of the Earth. Subsequent to the implanting of this magnificent structure, other such edifices begin to appear throughout the globe as satellite temples, so to speak, linking up at once approximately 3,300,000 beings across the entire planet to the main area of the first temple. Do you see how internet technology and Zoom and some of the new Zooms out of Russia, which create a stadium-like experience of complete 360 degrees, where suddenly live streaming from stadiums from the outlying cities of light. So nobody is freaked out or left out or feels like, oh, I'm not divine, I'm left out. If you have eyes to see and ears to hear. In other words, if you've raised your vibration at least to the minimal 732, you're in, okay? You're in this environment. The arrival of the first temple onto the earth plane coincides with the polar shift. Talked about this as it happens on earth, marking the beginning of the new era in the emergence of a new species, a divine species. This temple acts as a fueling station and funnel between the worlds, allowing a new form of energy to become implanted permanently into the earth plane at strategic points within the new hexagonal grid. The implanting of such energy alters the Earth's electromagnetic frequency range, allowing the new species to be born and sustained for the millennia to come. The arrival of the new species also corresponds with the divine sons awakening on the earth plane as they are themselves the carriers of the encodings of the new temples and new species all at once. The imaginal cells within you, within me, hold the encodements for the cities of light. So that's what today's meditation, we're going to go in and we're going to start just bringing some sound and some energy to get the 4th of July activity going with these little cells within the imaginal cells of the temples of light are within our circuitry. I'm saying it again. This is so exciting. So Spirit said, do that today. That'll perk you up. So we're going to do it. Okay. So go ahead and shut your eyes and relax. And we've practiced going into a beautiful, beautiful still point of no thoughts. We ask and intend to set a sacred space. We place a beautiful hold on of balance over our entire body. Only energies of the highest light may be in this space now. Occasionally, I will bring angelic to human information through interesting wording. Gurindiatara kaveshuru no kurietar. Bladaka aminintiatarokoin. Jatakava uturotokomaine. Deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. We call in the spirit guides. They're already here. The galactic, angelic, universal beings, the Christ, the Magdalene, the Buddhas, all the different beings who came to try to wake people up in the language they felt comfortable with. And just sit with this, that you are now a part of history. And there's all different words and images and pictures. But let's just stick with this little scenario right now of these little imaginal cells. You are a divine being. We are children of God. Okay? And we want to bring God's realm here. Earth is off track. So breathe in a beautiful luminous light so that you can see, let it light up these imaginal cells within the infrastructure of your biofield. And see how the seeds for enlightenment have always been within you. And here they are, awakening to receive the liquid light essence in this moment that will awaken, support, and help it grow and start sending out shooters of light, like to match and dance and resonate and sing in and entrain with the cities of light that are coming here soon. So take a deep breath, and we ask that the Creator create a beautiful formula of light, growth formula, super miracle growth. That's what it's called. Miracle grow formula for imaginal cells, dormant in humans, to ignite a new planetary realm of cities of light. So take a deep breath and know that all this is being prepared and happening as we speak. Jitiria norokovashetara kavar. Lene de tuku patikitia chatokoria. We want to thank the artist Daniel Holman for depicting this city of light coming in with precise geometric fractalization and structure. We wish to thank Ariel Ali for bringing in the images of the people and places as these cities of light take their place into the infrastructure of the Earth planetary realm. And Jean-Luc Bizzoli. These visionary artists have allowed us to have this opportunity. So ask to see, because they have rolled out the red carpet for our inner vision, ask to see right now the cities of light. Ask to behold, to see. Now, ask to usher your energy body self into the city of light in San Francisco, the beautiful temple that is coming. Imagine, and as you imagine it is so, that you are residing in this city of light realm, because all time is simultaneous, so it's truly been there. Take a deep breath and feel how these imaginal cells have sympathetic, law of attraction, oneness, resonance. Feel how there's a part of your vibrational body, these seeds that have always held these divine vibrational pearls, beautiful luminescent pearls of light, waiting for the right moment to open, awaken, and bloom and sprout. So right now, as we approach Easter, the rebirth, feel that these little pearls, these imaginal cells are beginning to vibrate. Why? Because you're in this city of light and they match, and the only thing that stands in between is your old thinking apparatus based on the past and old fear-based operational systems, and this body that has responded neurochemically and physically in line with this old patterning. So take a nice deep breath, and the Creator is just smiling with that magnificent, joyful smile of today, the seeds grow, finally. So the Creator has created this beautiful, beautiful liquid light, and it's being poured into a pitcher just so we can help keep this picture of some believability in our human facsimile of operational brain systems. And let this pitcher be carried by 1,000 angels streaming from the central universe, coming down here. And here you are residing in the city of light. And the angels are preparing this liquid light and pouring it out, and they are forming it into a ball, a form. Humans need form for activities to occur from A to B to C to get it. So this ball of light that holds the keys, the vibrational identity of divine human awakening. This ball of light is now situated right over the top of your head, and guess what? These imaginal cells within your body that are vibrating, and they're like, pick me, be with me, come with me, an excited child, are calling for this ball of light like a magnet that has longed for home and longed to connect, to begin to come right down through your body. Sense the feeling of correctness, of wonderful, uh, 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 like when a carpenter fits that little tongue and groove. All of this now in your body is matching up in a way that makes sense. You are being flushed of the old, which we don't need anymore. And as this energy comes down like a beautiful, beautiful, not cold, but like a rain, snow, refreshing, delicate, think snowflakes with geometric structures coming in. And these snowflakes, this washing away, and the snowflake with the new encoded geometric information is coming into these imaginal cells in your body that have been waiting for this moisture. That's what seeds need. Juice, the right juice, clean, pure water. Well, this is clean, pure, divine energy, the juice that is awakening and re-encoding your DNA to move into a minimum fifth dimensional realm. And we don't know what that is. I mean, it's just a long harmonic mathematical equation, but we're inviting it to come in now. Receive it, receive it, receive it, and allow the vibration and awakening of these imaginal cells to send out new circuitry and streams of light. If light were visible, you would see it as arcing circles and geometric spirals and structures moving through your entire body and emanating out into the earth, third dimensional realm, allowing, assisting, and supporting for these energies to awaken other beings' imaginal cells. And we often reflect on the rule that for there to be energetic changes on the earth, they must be initiated by humans awake enough to assert their will to ignite those processes. So that's what we're doing today. Take a deep breath. And it's like they're spinning. You've seen the 4th of July, those little spinning wheels, and lights are shooting off concentric circles, spinning wheels. But it's not just one plane, it's spinning in all directions. And it is sending awakening, fiery, in the turn that it burns off the old dearth, dulge, whatever. Well, those are interesting words. I don't even know if they're real words. Just keep going, take a deep breath, and let all this cleanup occur and awakening. And your whole body, of course, is being refurbished and you are rearticulating your form, your matter, your cells into a new divine order. And so just allow it, take a breath, and just take a little bit of time here to let all of this work. Specifically, it is doing a lot of rewiring in the brains. A lot of us have been sleeping a lot. Create more of a rested brain that can take this jolt of newness, new activity. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, we are in the city of light in the vicinity of San Francisco, in the infinite time range. And look around and see how you are matching and one with all that is in this city of light. The beauty of it, the harmonious work by joyful divine humans is occurring there. Peaceful co-creation of not just vibration for health and well-being, but for theatrical arts and endless creation of interdimensional through sound, light, and color entertainment experiences. This is the city of light of San Francisco. Now imagine that you're looking a little bit north, and it's been prophesied up the even though we've worked now here energetically with the San Francisco City of Light, Edgar Cayce prophesies that cute little jewel town of Nevada City with the highest artists per capita of the whole United States, those that have held the natural world free of fast food and so many beings of the 60s holding the reins on gentrification, that have allowed Nevada City, that is built on beautiful quartz crystal, to be the first city of light to emerge on the planet. So behold and observe how that looks, what the movement is, what is the light, and using your powers as a divine being, we ask and intend to observe and to support and witness and allow, as human beings, asserting our free will here on earth, the movement of the City of Light towards Nevada City to be unimpeded, to be expedited in the exact graceful time zone. We ask that the City of Light come in a way that is encouraging and joyful and feels safe for the humans in that realm. And that this City of Light becomes a beacon of hope as the beings in that town move into absolute love, almost as if love were a drug, and everyone, like in the water, everyone in that town suddenly becomes free of anger, fear, betrayal, jealousy, and they just are feeling and expressing love. So this is what the cities of light are about. So we ask and intend that the Nevada City, City of Light, this jewel, as it comes forth and into the earth realm and seamlessly marries heaven on earth, that it becomes a joyful, celebratory event for all humankind, that then, just like the COVID virus, everyone gets it. Everyone feels and gets this. Beautiful. So it doesn't matter what anyone else does or says, because the higher vibrations always dominate and have their way in a benevolent manner. So feel all of this. This is a day of celebration. Breathe into the appreciation that I woke up so sleepy today that I got on this tangent of doing something for the planet, getting out of my own personal experience. See, it's all good. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And let's recognize and again appreciate that we can play these roles here today and be part of this change. And we ask that we still function, appear normal, and can still be part of all that is in the milieu until the larger, more profound, truly visible changes that occur to enough people that we all feel comfortable with the process, that it's smooth, and that we hold this work in a way that allows us to feel the gravitas, importance, and realness of the work, and allowing other people to have their pacing and timing as well, because we're all in this together. And we chose these roles not to be smarty pants, but to allow everyone to experience love in their timing and in their way with compassion. Okay, so just rest. This is pretty big. Your imaginal cells, sprouts, shooting lights, flowers, whatever picture you want. And those of you that are artists or dancers or singers, you can express this moment, because this is a moment in the time continuum where things, the envelope got opened and new information came out through this activity that we went through today, all inspired by the bridge, being sleepy, the divine plan, etc. Okay, so do take some time before you go back to your regular life situation. Now, putting a beautiful golden resilient egg around your physical body, so that these cells and this, in other words, you're a little more vulnerable right now to take regular life, because you're rearticulating matter, and the matter is your body. It's becoming spiritualized. Okay, yeah, put the golden resilient egg, and I'm going to sign off now, and then we'll have a little community discussion, and I'll see you next week at 9 a.m. Blessings, blessings.